Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing, single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink! Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we draw out the old man anger as we ask, should the plural of whiskey be IES or YS? Has anyone noticed the old man anger may have gone up a level to old man rage at this point?
Yeah, it's rage.
My name is Miss Becca Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Lenny Eckstein and Jeff Andreezy.
Hey gang, what's up?
Yo. Hey everyone.
Hello. So yes, we are going to be talking today about IES or YS. What is the proper way to pluralize American whiskeys? So, do you just drop an S on there, or do you remove the Y and add IES at the end? So we'll see what the group thinks and stuff. So, but yeah, we'll get to that after the break. For right now, Becca said there's something she wanted to talk about, something pressing. We'll see what happens.
Yes. So I wanted to hear if you guys are susceptible to the Facebook ads that pop up on your feed sometimes, or Instagram or anything like that, where it's just like you see it and you're like, it's probably stupid. Then you see it again and you're like, and you kind of like watch the video a little bit. Then you see it again and you see a couple comments and they're like, oh, this thing was great. And you're like, should I buy that? And then you're a little drunk one night on Facebook and you see it again and you're like, you know what? I'm pulling the fucking trigger this time. And then you get it, and then there's only two outcomes when you do this. And you do pull the trigger, is either you get something that was actually as cool as it looked on that ad, or something shows up and you're like, what the fuck did I... God damn it!
The third option is just never even shows up.
Or that actually,
I've had plenty of those too.
I've had that. So third option is it never shows up, or when it does show up, it's like it's clearly like they did some sort of like AI thing to it,
right?
And so that it gets to your house and you're like, what the fuck even is this? Because I've recently, my husband is susceptible to these things, and I am too. I'll admit it. I just bought something today off of a Facebook ad, but Royce had something show up the other day. And it got here, and he was like, I don't even know what I bought. And I was like, what do you, and it's all in pieces. It's like little pieces of wood. And then there's balloons, and there was 2 needles with it. And some of the pieces are together, and then some of them aren't. And there's like there's like elastic rope in there. And I'm like, what is this? And he's like, I don't know what I bought. And so I was like looking at it, it's just like sitting on the counter for a few days, which it really pisses me off when stuff is just on the counter anyways. And it's just sitting there and I'm like, what could this possibly be? Right. And so I start looking at it and I'm like, okay, like it looks like this probably goes on to here and you probably tie this here. And I was like, what are the 2 needles for? And I was like, and what are the balloons for? Like, what the hell is this thing? So I get it put together and Royce gets home and he goes, I know what it is. I know what I bought. And I'm like, what? What did you buy? And apparently what it is it's like, it's supposed to be like 2 little stick figure men You put the needle in the one guy's hand, the other one it's a shield. I was like, I thought it was a foot of something, and you blow up their head in the balloon, and you stick it on top of the little it didn't look like a body, it's just a little square, and then you battle each other, and you try to pop the other balloon with the needle.
It's like a more violent version of Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Yes.
Yeah, and you could get stabbed, and that's the other funny part is you can stab the person's hand if you want to.
Too. Yeah.
And you had 2 balloons.
Yeah, it came with a pack of balloons, but I was but they were like really small balloons, so I was like, I wasn't sure what the hell it was for. But boy, is that the dumbest fucking thing ever. I put it in a drawer after we played twice, and I'm hoping he forgets about it so I can throw it away soon.
Are you undefeated?
He won one, I won one.
Well, you got to play once more.
One more. I mean,
it was not that fun.
Doesn't sound that fun.
No. In terms of that, yes, I'm susceptible to all that kind of stuff. I see the ads, and they make them look so cool. One I got, it was right around Festivus, and we do a Festivus thing, and I ordered this doormat. I thought it'd be fun. When my mom shows up, that'll be the doormat. They get the doormat. It's the thickness of a towel, and it looks like they photocopied the image of the Festivus image that I thought was part of an integrated doormat. It looked like they photocopied it on there, like somebody made that Mary Magdalene thing or whatever, when his face is on the towel. Yep. That's what it looked like. But it was.
Did you use it? Did you put it down?
No, we put it down on the inside. It would have blown away outside, so we put the doormat inside. Because I paid for it. I mean, it's the worst thing I've ever seen. I
am totally susceptible. And you're just always scrolling. You're watching something, or you're sitting back, and it's like, it looks so cool. And I've been burnt a couple of times. Other times it's like, that was dumb. But some stuff is actually pretty cool. And and I certainly see
that's
t-shirts.
What keeps you going. That's what keeps you going.
It's kind of like you get that one good shot in golf when you go out.
It's like gambling.
Right.
It's literally gambling.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then you also see the price always, and you're like, that's not that bad of a price. It's like, so it's either going to be really shitty, not show up, or was it actually just a crazy good price for something that was quality?
Right.
Yeah. The artist has been burned a couple times. She ordered me some kind of Minnesota Viking decanter. That's never shown up. That's a total AI thing.
There's plenty of them that don't show up at all.
They're just not. And she had one that it was supposed to be like an advent calendar with whiskey in it. And she thought, this is pretty cool. It came with a bunch of little mini empty bottles, and it was just awful. And she just said, I cannot believe this is it's not what I saw, and this is what I got. So I think she doesn't fall for it now.
Forget clothes. If they have maybe a T-shirt's fine, but if you get a shirt that kind of looks like this, and you're like, I'm going to get one of those. That looks cool, and then it shows up, and I'll be like, I know I got to buy this big. Their sizing's different, and then I'll get it, and it'll be like an American small. I would say the equivalent of this. I'm like, what is it? I can't. My niece gets all this stuff. I'm like, she's like 13. I'm like, hey,
I wear small.
Okay, I'll save them for Lenny for now on.
They don't fit. They don't look as good usually.
No.
But I did get a T-shirt recently. It says Frankie say relax or retire, not relax. Frankie say relax.
Retire. You can't even get your own.
I can't even keep it straight. But
right. Yeah.
Frankie say retire. So I thought that was a good one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah.
Lenny?
Yeah. So I kind of like the advertisements because as they are intended to work in a sense. If I search for something that I decide I'm on a quest for, and I start getting ads for similar things, I dig that because it's like, I don't know, like low effort shopping without trying.
I agree. I do like it when it just like all of a sudden a whole bunch of them show up on there, and you're like, oh, okay, now I can maybe find the correct one.
Yeah, and like usually I'll weed them all out, and I had no intention of getting that, and then I searched for initially is what I eventually end up getting. But I did order a pair of shoes recently, and they showed up. They looked great in the photo, and they don't look unlike the photo in person. But the material, like I don't know if it's made out of like possum belly or something. Like it's such a disgusting, like not leather material that I'm like I don't know. I'm never gonna wear these. Like I might wear them to walk the dog or something. So not stoked on that. I don't know though. I usually, something that's like a little bit different though that I've kind of come to is like ordering stuff from China, like off like AliExpress or something that's unimportant shit. But for example, here's something I ordered recently: cigar cutters and cigar torches. I'm not particularly, like aligned with one brand or style, so I'm like, whatever, I'll buy a bunch. And also, since we have cigars at the distillery, I like to have lots of extras because they disappear all the time. So I bought a bunch of torches and an assortment, all different ones. And they were cheap and most of them are fairly decent. The one showed up and it was 100% not the one I ordered. And I'm looking at this thing, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I showed it to Amy. She was like, yeah, what is that thing? Now, if I just set it down and said, what do you think that is? I think like 9 out of 10 people would be like, that's a butt plug.
Oh, God.
So it's at the distillery now, and I'm sure somebody.
Well, sure.
Whenever, it comes out, and somebody's
Be
like,
careful where you light that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that kind of stuff happens too. You gotta be careful.
You do gotta be careful.
So I just now that we're done, you guys can see I got this necklace on. I ordered it Friday night.
Okay.
And I was sitting home. I was gonna be home alone all 4th of July weekend, and I got this ad, and it was called Engraved. And you can put people's names on it. So I got all 7 of our kids. I got their name on there. I mean, I ordered this Friday night.
Holy shit.
Wow.
It was in my mailbox today.
Yeah.
And it when I paid for it, it went to some foreign land. So I don't know how they did that. It was unbelievable.
Canada?
No.
It might have been Canada, but
maybe. I mean, that's the only.
It was. I couldn't believe it. I get an email on Sunday that it's ready and shipped, and here it is.
It really pisses me off when stuff shows up faster from some of these like random weird sites than it does from Amazon.
Yeah, that's true.
I've got I've got Prime. I have fucking Prime. Why is some random thing that I ordered showing up in 2 days?
Yeah.
Like
goes
then
to
my
straight
stuff
up
from
reviews
Prime.
and to your door.
Yeah, but then at the same time, I keep getting stuff on Prime where it's like, do you want this delivered tonight? And it's like, tonight? Like, what do you mean tonight? They're like, between like 11 p.m. and 4 a.m. I'm like, that's how you get shot.
Like, I'm actually standing outside your door right now.
Yeah, and I'm like, what do you mean you can get it here tonight between 11 p.m. and 4 a.m.? Like, that is a bad idea to have that in Kentucky because that is a real easy way to end up dead around these parts.
I've always noticed here recently, before you order, it'll say will arrive Wednesday. 2-3 days from now, and then you go in and click, and it's going to say it'll show up a week later. I don't bait and switch, man.
Yeah, they get you. Look at this transformation from Jeff. So he's getting ready to retire. He's growing the hair out. He's working on that. He's now wearing a necklace. How long till a thumb ring? A thumb ring is coming. I am telling you.
I got to try to find one by this weekend.
Maybe a little turquoise in it.
Order it from the same place and it'll show up tomorrow.
Yeah.
No kidding. I can get something engraved on it.
He's totally gonna have a thumb ring. It's coming. I can tell. It's gonna be a whole new Jeff when he retires. Yeah.
Maybe it's the old Jeff you guys didn't know.
Maybe
all you've known is HR Jeff, and he sucks.
Well, maybe the artist didn't know that either, and she'll look at that.
Well, I got to be careful about that.
Yeah. She's like, I didn't marry this. Yeah, so there you go. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Lenny outdoors here. So Lenny's outside.
Yeah. I've got a bottle recently gifted to me of Root Shoot American Single Malt Whiskey. Where am I going with this?
Root Shoot.
Yeah,
There you go.
Root Shoot.
Yeah, this is I
like the label.
Cool stuff.
I like the label.
Yeah, I like the label. I like the people who make it. They're we actually buy grain from them sometimes. So it's Emily and Todd Olander who have a farm not too far from Denver, and they grow and malt the grain, and then they work with a nearby distillery to make their whiskey. And so kind of a full, I don't know, farm to glass kind of deal.
Okay. All right. Decent. I'll say one thing, Lenny. Colorado is the strangest state to me, and we get people from all over, and we certainly get plenty from Colorado that come in. I guess it's a big enough state that just by numbers, people are going to travel, and they come in. And I always ask them what do they think of Colorado whiskey. Not one person has ever liked Colorado whiskey that's from Colorado.
I know.
It's the craziest thing. If you talk to somebody from Missouri, they'll tell you the ones that they think can hang. The ones that they think are good enough might be ready for, on a par with Kentucky. The people from Colorado shit on Colorado whiskey. 100%.
I don't understand it. I've got some theories, but it's so weird. It's infuriating, and I fucking hate it. I don't know what it is. I think it's because the people who live here, my loose theory is a lot of folks here think they have the best of everything. Like, it's better than California. California's stupid. Colorado is the best state. We have the best snow. We have the best mountains, all of it. So when it comes to the whiskey, they don't want to, I don't know why, they just don't want to proclaim it. So instead they're like, Kentucky has the best whiskey by far. So let's just shit all over our own stuff, like we shit all over everybody else's stuff otherwise.
Disagree with Kentucky has the best whiskey, but that doesn't mean that Colorado's bad.
Yeah. And how about number 2? That's not a bad place to be.
And then the other thing that I hate about them shitting on Colorado, it's the land of no column stills. All the whiskey there's made in pot stills. You guys got an advantage that even Kentucky doesn't have. I mean, you guys got some really good whiskey there. I don't get it, man.
You got Swyatt on the case. He's out there this week.
Swyatt's trying to work on this.
He's
so yeah,
working. Good deal.
He went to a restaurant up the street from Deerhammer and asked for a pour, and they had a little bit left in the bottle. He's like, "I'll take all of it." That's the move. That's how like that. That's the best customer possible.
There you go. He's doing you some favors out there. Yeah. All right, Becca's next. Becca, what do you got there?
I'm gonna do. Let's see. Is this one I wanted to do next? What was the proof on this one?
Carry the one.
Ooh, I don't want to start there.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go with. I've got some Trackside Distilling. Jade Peterson stopped out just a couple days ago, so.
Love the Trackside.
Yep. Here's for Jade.
Okay, that's our lead right now. That's our lead. Jeff, you're next.
All right, we were talking about this one before the show. I've got some Deerhammer American Single Malt Blackberry Mead finish.
Oh, okay.
Oh my word! I talked over my own.
Talked over his own.
That's pretty loud.
Oh my word!
Oh my word! Thump.
Jeff, I think you still got the lead. You didn't do yourself any favors. At the shop this weekend, he'll have Blackberry Mead, but it's a year older. So he kept the other half of the barrel, and it's a year older. So that's kind of fun. Amy's favorite barrel of all time is that one. So there you go. I've got Remus. This is experiment number 1. They just released experiment number 2, but this is number 1. Let's see what we got here. Let's see here. Becca, who wins that thing?
I'm going to give it to Jeff. Yours had that little squeak at the end. He talked over his, but it was very, it was pretty loud in general. It was a really nice sounding pop.
I was talking harmony with my pop.
I don't know about that, but you get the win. So
cheers,
fine.
gang.
Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk about this. Is this even a debate? IES or YS? We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of Executive Bourbon Steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your Executive Bourbon Steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your Executive Bourbon Steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
Welgie?
And you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today, Steve's mad.
Yes, we are. So American whiskey is spelled W-H-I-S-K-E-Y. Some distilleries elect to go K-Y. It's a marketing thing, I assume, more than anything. And, they'll tell you it's because of their heritage or whatever, which is fine. Whatever they want to do. They're legally allowed to do that, so they can do that. But the plural, if I asked you guys to write it out, how would you write it out yourselves? Would it be W-H-I-S-K-E-Y-S or W-H-I-S-K-I-E-S? How would you write that out?
I thought about this.
Okay.
And even my deadly fear of pissing you off.
You're right. Here we go. Anger is rising, and he hasn't even said anything.
I think I would find myself going IES.
Okay. Well, how about you, Becca?
I'm an IES.
Lenny?
Well, unless I'm mistaken, and I don't put too much thought to this,
right?
I on the daily, I think
I think about it every day. I think about it every day.
I'm sure you do. And I think it was maybe a year ago that I caught a little of your rage about this, and I had never considered it. I think to me, IES made sense from a not really thinking about it, but just imposing a level of grammar that seemed sensible enough. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, I think Steve's right, because it's not, you don't change those letters when something is its proper self. You just put an S on the end. Then I dug into it a bit more. So I should say, for the last year, I've been going WHISKEYS. Yes. And the more I thought about it and dug into it, I'm thinking that it's not right or wrong. It's just like saying, well, how should whiskey be spelled? Is it with the E or without the E? Kind of thing. Like, I think...
I do agree with the conceptually. Both technically are right, but just like both are technically right with if you spell it with the E or not the E in your American whiskey. Both are technically right, but what does 99% of all brands? I want to say it's probably over 99. If you're not looking at volume, I'm just talking about number of brands and in America that I would think there are very few that spell it. And there's some big ones, of course, as we know. Maker's Mark being one of them, and I don't know, Old Forester, maybe, I forget. One of the other ones does it too. But the proper one, how it should be, is add an S on the end. If it's KY, then that is IES.
Yes,
that's how it's supposed to be done. So I don't like it because I feel like I like bourbon. I like American whiskey. I don't like the other types of whiskey, and I feel like it's a subtle support of other styles of whiskey by putting IES. That's what I always feel. It's hurtful to me every time I see it. Yeah.
I'm with Lenny, where it's like I haven't really put much thought behind it when I've done it. Mm-hmm. I never considered how angry you would be.
That's why I'm doing this as a PSA to people. So And I'm going to give people 6 months to hear this
mistake.
content, digest it, and then I'm going to hit them with the rage after that, because it's out there then.
So I don't know if I've ever used the plural.
You've never talked to everything. How many bottles of whiskey do I have? Everything is I'm going to bring 10 bottles of whiskey. It's never I'm going to bring the whiskeys.
It's not the whiskeys. It's I'm bringing the whiskey.
I use it a lot. Like I think a brand definitely uses it a lot because you speak to
and a store
whiskeys.
and a store. You know,
our whiskeys. Sure. Yeah, I can see that. I'm just trying to think where I would use plural, but
look at
makes sense.
All of my goddamn whiskeys.
Yeah. I say we don't really talk about whiskey like we don't usually add in whiskey too much other than we talk about our rye, and so otherwise it's mostly just talking about bourbon. So I usually just say bourbon because so many people get there's so many people that have no idea bourbon whiskey. Like they're like, well, I really don't like whiskey, and I'm like, you're drinking whiskey, right? And so I think we just don't really say whiskey too often down there. Honestly, we say bourbon most of the time.
I think over time you're going to get more into it because you have a lot of different styles of whiskey. I mean, you've got rye. You do have single malt that you've laid down. I know it's not ready yet. You've got moonshine is a whiskey. So you've got lots of different styles of whiskeys. So I think at some point you're going to be saying that more, and it'll be in your social media and stuff like that. I would think moving forward as you get into more different styles. So.
Steve, I kind of think that, in this instance, I think you're very right. But also, I think, if you choose to keep ranting, when I realized this, I was like, oop, I'm sure going to change the way I spell it from now on. Like, that makes perfect sense. But you're the only one calling it out. Like, I don't think most editors.
But I'm the voice of an industry.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying keep doing it.
And you're a writer as well.
For another few months,
let's bring it back to what Steve does. He's a writer.
This is true.
Yes.
So it makes sense that you would be so angry.
I wrote the best piece I've ever written in my life today at the shop. It's going to come out in the Friday newsletter for the ABV Barrel Shop. I'm going to encourage everyone to read that. It's a column I did about going to the Sphere in Las Vegas, and I think that I do a lot of volume, and I don't know that I do a lot of great quality work, but I'm telling you, I nailed it. And it was one of those things, it just came out. You just sit down and type it out. How did I write it? Did I work on it, refine it for days and weeks? No, I just sat at the computer and typed it out. Boom. It was amazing.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you catch an apple?
Yes. Multiple ones. So you have to check out the story.
I never have caught an apple.
Yeah.
I can't catch.
You can't catch. So, yeah. Well, you have to read the story. It's worth reading. It's funny. It's a funny story, and I won't spoil it. No spoiler alert here. You'll have to check it out on Friday. So, good stuff. Please, folks, just add an S on there. And if you're just into scotches and that's the whiskeys that you're talking about, well, yeah, put the IES on there. That's fine. I don't get offended when they're referring to Scotch or Canadian whiskeys because they don't use the EY. So, yeah, that's fine by me. All right, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Jeff, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and the Cigar Dojo, Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
Okay, Lenny.
You can find me and the rest of Deerhammer on social media at Deerhammer, on the webs at deerhammer.com, and come visit us in beautiful Buena Vista, Colorado.
All right. This is like you're in front of, where are you at, by the way? Where are you?
I'm in my backyard.
Yeah, you're like doing an ad for Buena Vista there. It's like a poster behind you. It's cool.
Yeah, well, I had to abandon my usual location because the internet is so bad. It just doesn't work anymore. I don't know what to do. So I better an internet at home.
Okay, fair enough.
Anyway.
All right. Becca, how about you?
Find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Becca Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley across all social media. ABVnetwork.com, that's where you can check out what's going on with our content. ABVBarrelShop.com is what's going on with the shop, including events and what we have in stock and so much more. Again, ABVBarrelShop.com. Also, check out my YouTube channel. I'm Bourbon Sasquatch on there, and I'm trending. I've got almost 900 new subscribers in about 3 weeks, which is great. I had a video that is at 1.8 million and counting. Good stuff is happening there, so check it out.
Nice.
Yeah, Miss Becca Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For our audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You guys.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.